If I am a thief, as the media claims, a fraud, a false prophet, or if I am truly that bad, then nothing will happen. I sensed shadows around me that wanted to take my soul. I was terrified. I thought there was no escape for me. I came from a broken home, went to the streets in search of something to fill the emptiness of my soul. This constant pain haunted me. To escape it, I sought comfort in drugs and partying. Eventually, I was invited to become an MC for a criminal faction in Rio de Janeiro. I wrote a funk lyric that became a hit on the music charts. I also had a promising football career with a contract from a Premier League club here in Rio. However, I had to terminate the contract because of the type of music I was producing. Those who sing lyrics glorifying drug culture know what it's like. I don't want to generalize, as it doesn't happen to everyone, but for those who live the life I did, eventually gets involved in the crime scene. You begin holding a gun here, a rifle there, maybe even delivering drugs. Before you know it, you find yourself entangled in it. The lure of easy money is a trap that many falls into. At first, everything seemed fine. I went to parties and had the time of my life. I was well known, surrounded by women, involved in prostitution, and had plenty of money. But over time, an unfillable void grew within me, so deep that I began to contemplate death. I did not end my life, because I had been evangelized before. I knew that if I killed myself, I would go to hell. Still, the sadness I felt inside was overwhelming. I would spend 2 or 3 days drinking, going to the slums, or escaping to the seaside, trying to numb my reality. But wherever I went, the emptiness followed. One day, in a slum, I took a large number of synthetic pills and was incredibly high on drugs. It was 8 AM, and although I couldn't see demons, I felt shadows around me as if they were coming for my soul, and I was gripped with terror. I thought I had no way out. But then a voice echoed in my mind, reminding me of someone who had evangelized me before. The voice said, "It doesn't matter what you've done or what your past holds. Jesus accepts you. That's what truly matters. All you need to do is call out to him." I clung to those comforting words. Right here, in the middle of the party, at 8 in the morning, I looked up to the sky and said, "My God, if you take me away from here, I'll give up drugs, dealing, prostitution, everything. I will dedicate my life to serving you." Just as I finished saying that, someone came over and offered to take me home. And from that moment, the transformation began because I made a decision. After that, my life took on a new direction. I started changing my priorities. I committed myself to attending church every Wednesday. The more I involved myself, the less I felt depressed or empty. I was later baptized, leaving behind drug dealing, promiscuity, drinking, drugs, and lies. I asked forgiveness from those I had wronged, got a new phone number, and began my life afresh. When the fast of Daniel began, I immersed myself fully, following every bit of guidance the Holy Spirit provided through the bishop. I remember him saying, "If I am a thief, as the media claims, if I am a charlatan, a false prophet, or if I am truly that bad, then nothing will happen. But if I am a man of God, wherever you are now, receive the Holy Spirit."
When we raise our hands, may your Spirit descend upon us like waterfalls, like heavenly torrents. For if nothing happens, then it will be proven that I am a charlatan, a liar, a thief, that I am everything the world says of me. But if I am a servant of the Most High, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, may the Holy Spirit descend now upon everyone, upon all those united in this faith.
At that moment, my life began to change. My mind and heart were transformed. The bitterness, sadness, and emptiness that had filled me started to vanish. From that point onward, I felt a growing desire to save lives. I wanted to share with others that Jesus is alive, that he is real, and that there is a solution to every problem we face. I desired to return to the slums where I once lived. Today, I go back there to evangelize, speaking to people, inviting them to come to church. In the same places where I once used drugs, I now go to bring others into God's presence, helping them experience the transformation I received. The change I experience is something only God can provide, no one else.